The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back. Here, this will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Waiting.
They'll run on first down. Swift. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Working from the gun, Wentz. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Now Wentz. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Lamb. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Great 15, great 15.
On first down, Swift. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 45-yard line.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 45-yard line. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 45-yard line. To throw, it's Wentz. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
48-yard line.
Go. Waiting. Sunday.
That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down.
Straight 15. Hey, Delta. Mike 51.
Again, it's Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. First carry for Nick Chubb. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. He was brought down by Kamu Grugier-Hill.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of his end zone, Mayfield. That one going to be complete to David Moore. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, alert 33.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that.
Like
yeah,
that?
yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
180! Rush in! Rush in! Run, run, run. Watch out, watch out. Watch out.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. No score after 1 on EA Sports. From the 45 on second down, Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Hey. Regular. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Nifty running by Beckham. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
He's coming. Real. He's got double up. Real. Hey, seam 6.
From the gun, Mayfield. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Here's Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 46 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Pilot, 64, weak. Shift. Alert.
They'll run with Chubb. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Well, a design run for their wideout. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Hey, Charlie.
Mayfield now. Now the pressure, gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Brandon Graham drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. Well, they started that drive all the way back at the 1, able to march down, get 3.
It was daunting to begin with, wasn't it? But I thought overall, a very poised and efficient drive to get 3 points.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching?
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Eagles 7, Browns 3. Jake Elliott to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you've got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
They'll run it here. This is D'Onta Foreman. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Now a give, right side. Swift. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Throw left side complete. It's Lamb. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. And this one is right down Broadway. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Hurry! Motion!
On second down, Mayfield again. And that is incomplete. Duke Johnson, the one he was looking for. And it's third down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. A lot of time to change things. On third down, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Pulled in at the 24. A tremendous return there, 39 yards. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a play fake. Wentz. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. Hey, Zoo. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full street.
Mayfield on first down. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13. Mayfield looks to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Danielle Hunter in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack.
4 down, check, 4 down, 4 down. Point it right, point it right, point it right. Mike 8. Oh, you got deep? Mike 8. Hey, Foxtrot.
And Mayfield just getting the play off. He finds Beckham, complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A gain of 22. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot and they connected there and picked up the first down.
Able to corral him right at the midfield stripe following that sparkling display of footwork we saw. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Mayfield now from the 50. And he's got the hook up to Moore. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down.
Hey, Alpha.
And again, it's Mayfield. Johnson's got it complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. He finds his target, Beckham. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Let's go, folks. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They go play action here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brandon Graham picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Kings. Hey, nice 7. Let him know. Mike Getty. You ain't got nothing.
Throwing, Mayfield. And it's caught. Beckham. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. To throw, Mayfield. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down. Mayfield now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on first down. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Hurry!
A first down throw for Mayfield. Drops it off for Chubb. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
To throw again on second down. Mayfield, and they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Mayfield brings him up first and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 44, Mayfield. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it third down.
180.
Hey, let's get that ball here. Let's get that.
Up, up.
Hey, Mark 52, Mark 52.
Mayfield. And he's got his man. That's Landry. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Pistol.
Double up, double up. He's coming.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, 133.
Slam.
Point it right.
Check safety, check
King.
50, check 50.
Hurry.
Stay in on.
Point it right.
Check 52's the mic. Check.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be third down. Again, it's Johnson. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set him up first and goal. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up first and goal.
Yeah, it's a nice running right there. That's what got them the first down. At this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. But down here near the goal line, you don't think of a cornerback in run coverage, but he made the stop.
Yeah, most of the cornerbacks we know, they want to be those pass defenders and take away one half of the field. But the best ones in the game are the complete cornerbacks, able to tackle it.
And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They had the interception on the last drive, which led to the tying touchdown. So 10-10 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes us forward for about 6. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 34-yard line.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. He got 29 yards that time.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Wentz now on 1st down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. A good 1st down call as the screen play gets him 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run with Foreman. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. In for the score. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Malik Jackson, the 6'5" D tackle with a sack. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for them. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Wentz will try again on second down. Going to throw deep for the... And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Robert Foster, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Elliott Good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Danielle Hunter, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign.
Hurry! Banjo!
Throwing on second and long. Mayfield, and he's got the hook up to Landry. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be fourth down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a fourth down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Fourth down, Mayfield. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
54, right there. 54, Mike. Here we
go. Five.
Mike 5-4.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Don't get nervous. Hey, alert 33. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Hey, alert, 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 alert. Mike 8. Hey, let's get in them holes. Mike 8. Mike 8. All day, punk.
On second down, Mayfield again. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Danielle Hunter in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Mayfield to throw for it on fourth. It's caught by OBJ. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Mayfield brings him up 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive.
52 is the mic right here over there, right? 52 is the mic.
From the gun, Mayfield. Now a desperation throw deep downfield and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. The try. They'll find Taylor. That's complete. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter.
Watch tight. Watch tight. Tight is right. Everyone, you got 4 down. Smooth. Mike 52, Mike 52.
Hey, come on out here. Come guys.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Hey, alert 33.
Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic.
Hey, watch them. Hey, exit.
Mike 52, Mike 52.
Mayfield looks to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. 3rd and long for Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
It's 4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Pistol.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles defense able to hold. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive, and they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. To throw, it's Wentz. He's going to air one out. He's got him in, complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Hey, Wood.
Wentz to throw. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So fly